In this video, we're going to be going over crystallized and greedy enchant relics. They seem to be the relics that are giving people the most problems in obtaining because, well, one of them is kind of behind a level. So that is also one of the primary issues with this. But in this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys the full rundown of greedy and crystallized enchant relics, how you're going to be able to get those, what's the best way to get those, even if you're not at a high level. That way you can get Rod of the Exalted One. Now, Rod of the Exalted One is one of the new rods that recently released in the game with one of the recent updates, and this update introduced Rod of the Exalted Ones, obviously. So, that being the case, that rod takes like 8 different enchant relics, I think, and while I have almost all those enchant relics, but one, which is the crystallized one, I'm still trying to get that one out of the time of me making this video, but yeah, I'm going to go into what I'm doing in order to obtain a crystallized enchant relic and how to get a greedy enchant relic. So, first and foremost, you guys can take a regular enchant relic and head over to Moosewood and start appraising them. Now, here's the thing about appraising to get a greedy or crystallized enchant relic. It's going to be near impossible. I know people that have been trying for ages to appraise and get one of these relics, and they have had no luck. I think they've tried appraising like 500 plus times, and they did not get a crystallized enchant relic. So, is appraising a better option? You're going to be losing money, or just getting the crystallized rod and then fishing with the crystallized rod, that might be a better option. So if we come here and we look through the rods here, we will see where is the crystallized rod. These rods always reorganize themselves. Am I the only one that feel that way? I feel like these rods are always organizing themselves. So guys, if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, and enable post notification by ringing the bell and getting a ting. Basically, that just informs you of all fish tips, tricks, updates, everything in between. The Atlantis updates coming. You're going to want to stay updated with everything and how to complete 100% of everything in that update, which we will deliver in this video. Or not this video, but videos. But yeah, right here is a crystallized rod. Now, this is going to be how you get the crystallized enchant relic. Now, when I say it's going to be difficult to get greedy or crystallized enchant relic, I mean it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tedious. It's going to be one of the hardest things you've probably ever done in Fish. They are really hard enchant relics to get. So, in order to get a crystallized enchant relic, you're going to want a crystallized rod. Once you get a crystallized rod, which you get this at the Northern Summit. Now, this is how you get the crystallized rod. We also have a video up on that going a little bit more in-depth if you need help on that. But you go to Northern Expedition, you fish up some glass diamonds, and then you bring a friend, and you both have glass diamonds, and you stand on these totems, it melts this ice, there's the rod, you buy it. The location is just as you're scaling up the mountain. It's really not too difficult as long as you get your glass diamonds. But yeah, so that's how you get the crystallized rod. And once you get that, you could just fish anywhere, but preferably the depths. You know, you're gonna hop down in the whirlpool, which that might be a whirlpool right there. Actually, I see something here. This might be a whirlpool. No, this isn't the one we want. I don't think that's the one we want. But that be the case though, yeah, you'll go down into the depths, go beyond the vertigo, and then you will start fishing there because there's a higher % chance than catch enchant relics down there. So you'll want to go down there and fish and with your crystallized rod and hope of getting, you guessed it, that awesome crystallized enchant relic. Now, let's talk about the greedy enchant relic a little bit more in depth because now you know you can get a crystallized enchant relic by using the crystallized rod. How can I go about getting the greedy enchant relic, which is this thing right here? Okay, let's go here. The greedy enchant relic. Look at this thing. It's beautiful, but how do you get one of these? All right, well, in order to get a crystallized enchant relic, what you're going to have to do is get Rod of the Eternal King. Now, this is an in-game rod with really good stats and 3 passive abilities. Now, one of the passive abilities is a 20% chance at collecting a greedy mutation. So, that's actually not bad, and that is higher percentage of getting a greedy mutation than you would with the crystallized rod getting a crystallized mutation. Now, I think the one with the crystallized rod, you only get like a 12 to 15% chance of getting that. We're going to tell him to say hi to the video because he's in a video, dude. So yeah, with Rod of the External King, it is slightly easier to get a greedy mutation than it is to get a crystallized mutation with the crystallized rod. So the crystallized rod and getting a crystallized enchant relic is actually more difficult than getting a greedy one. But if you're not level 650 or you want to get a crystallized enchant relic or greedy enchant relic a lot quicker, what you would need to do is trade for that. So you would want to trade with someone that has one of these already that can help and assist and get you these enchant relics more efficiently. So if you have a friend that's a high level that has Rod of the Eternal King, or if you know someone that is of high level, they can help you and trade this to you via the game. Now be careful with trading at the moment because there's a lot of exploits going around, and fish are tanking accounts right now for people that's just exploiting money and fish and everything in between. It's an issue right now. So do be careful with your trades. Make sure you're trading with reliable and people that you trust, because some people could be hacking and exploiting the game. And I know firsthand we've been encountering this a lot recently, sadly. Even when we were on live stream, there would be people flying around with admin commands and everything in between. So Fish is dealing with some hackers, which is kind of disappointing, not going to lie, but what can you do, right? So, yeah, guys, that's the full rundown on how to get crystallized and greedy enchant relics. Hopefully this helped you, and this is your one-stop video to knowing now exactly how you can do it. And I hope this guide helped you guys. I really do. So, with that aside, I will see you guys in the next one.